On this day, 9th May 2023, as umbrella bodies for Pentecostal churches in Kenya, we wish to once again convey our condolences and to the families of the departed at Shakahola. We continue to condemn the atrocity that was perpetrated in the name of Christianity. Secondly, we appreciate the actions taken by the government to bring the masterminds of these heinous crimes to speedy justice. However, we vehemently oppose the knee-jerk reaction by the present administration against our religious liberty, which has created and gazetted a task force on 5th May 2023. We are acutely aware that the so-called Paul Mackenzie presented himself as a Pentecostal and charismatic preacher. Hence, the intended regulations will greatly affect the Pentecostal church at large. To this end, we are apprehensive that failure to include us in the task force will prejudice and oppress the Pentecostal and charismatic churches. The task force was established without any consultation being done to the Pentecostal umbrella bodies and was ill-advised. None of the persons gazetted are leaders in our collective associations. Hence, the report will definitely be biased against Pentecostal and charismatic churches. It is on record that our respective societies have been part and parcel of reforms at the Attorney General's office since 2014, upon which we have championed for self-regulation under our respective umbrella bodies. It is important to note that the umbrella bodies mentioned house thousands of churches and clergies from across the nation. Hence, the need to be consulted in such an important exercise touching our members. In our view, the church is already regulated under Societies Act. We cannot be coming up with new regulations every time we have such individual cases. The church should not be treated different from the rest when it comes to dealing with rogue elements in our society. We do not see the same approach when we have, for example, rogue doctors, when we have rogue lawyers, when we have rogue teachers, etc. We don't see the same approach. We don't see them coming up with new regulations to regulate the fraternity. Why the church? And therefore, we are not asking for too much. We are just asking for what is right. In light of the above, we urge His Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, to revoke the gazetted task force dated 5th May 2023 and come up with an all-inclusive membership which represents Pentecostals and charismatic churches and evangelicals.
The church does not deny, does not refuse to be held accountable. But we can have a better option. And this is the alternative we are giving. That the Pentecostal churches and denominations have organized themselves into umbrella bodies. And even those who are not members of any umbrella body automatically become members of another umbrella body called the Lone Rangers. And therefore, each particular pastor should be traced back to his umbrella body, that the umbrella body should be enhancing transparency and accountability within the religious sector. We are therefore saying, instead of having a task force, we only need to work with the leadership of the umbrella bodies to discuss with the government officers on the best ways of bringing transparency and accountability to the local church and ministers. That is going to give us a great mileage, because we are all interested in making sure that nothing injurious is being propagated on our people. So we do not want to see one particular individual being picked and being extrapolated to mean the entire Pentecostal body. No. Individuals do error. And when individuals do the error, the entire church should not be accused of having gone away. And that is number one. The last one that I want to clarify is, we are ready to enhance and to work with the government to make sure that we already institute self-regulatory framework that is going to be transparent and understandable and effective, because the church does not require to be controlled by the secular world, the secular government. The church is spiritual. The secular government is concerned with all things that happen within the society. But we are prepared ourselves to make sure that we give oversight on our pastors, provided those pastors are told they must belong to a particular umbrella body. If every pastor belongs to a particular umbrella body, then the umbrella body will take charge to make sure that the pastor does things right. And we can all agree on a standard document of code of conduct. I think with those few remarks, I can open up for one or two questions, and then we can move on. But we are saying we have a better way of doing this thing.